let's see how this works. I don't know how it's about to work, y'all. I don't know how this is about to work, but we about to make this work. We about to make this work, guys. I am a little bit late. 16 minutes to be late. Well, 16 minutes late to be exact. Cause I'm trying to actually. I'm using a new software, guys. And I do not know what the heck I'm doing, but we are going to we're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work. So, number one, you guys already know the deal. Let me attempt to get set up. Um, and see if this works. So, number one, I got new things coming, guys. New things coming, and what I mean by new things coming is today's my birthday, number one. You know what I mean? I am today's birthday. You feel me? I'm happy. You know, I'm growing older. I'm blessed to be in this position to be older. And also, now I am really, really happy to say that I am starting something I already started before, but was inconsistent at it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very inconsistent at it, but I will be starting a podcast, guys. And it's not going to be any type of podcast. My podcast, my type of podcast, I'm giving myself a gift. My gift is me actually doing what I tell you guys to do. Not just sit there and plan, but I also sit there and make things happen into reality. If I'm looking different ways, guys, it's because I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I know that I'm live, right? I do know that. But it's just this software I'm doing is going to help me be able to, like, make this into clips and stuff. And it's kind of, like, confusing, but we're going to make it work. All right. So, let me see. Yeah, guys. So, I am very, very happy that I'm starting this journey. And one thing I do want to say as well is I have a special guest coming right now. He will be joining us very shortly, and this is going to be the guy I'll be doing the podcast with. The podcast, of course, will cover everything that we've already talked about when it comes to AirPods, when it comes to phone flipping and things, but he's going to bring his realm of his business, his entrepreneurship, and I'm also going to ask that you guys join too. So I want to be able to talk to you guys live as well, so I'll be able to invite you guys and you guys to come on live too. So I'm trying this out, and so far I don't like it because it's mad confusing, but getting uncomfortable is very important, right? Being very uncomfortable is very uncomfortable, but at the end of the day, it can be the spark of something new. Zane, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys. Everybody that's been in the... I got to clap. I got to give y'all a clap. You know what I mean? I got to give y'all a clap. Everybody that's been lit in the Discord, I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Y'all don't even know. I see all of the movement. Again, I was out of the office for the most of the week because, again, I'm planning this trip and I'm doing all this other stuff, and I'm also working, and I'm also doing different things. So I will show you guys the AirPods. I got a new set of AirPods that came in today that I will be showing you guys too. So I'm excited to show you guys that as well. I'm just excited. I'm excited. I got a lot of different things, okay? A lot of new things coming in. We just gotta figure this dang stream thing out. But you feel me? It look like it's working. You know what I mean? It look like it's working. I want to share my screen with you guys, of course. Like I always do, and I'm trying to do it. So what I used to use is called Streamlabs, but I'm trying to get off of that because it's not that's something I used to stream on when I still game, but you know, it's a gaming type of thing. But now I'm trying to take this to another level. So that requires us to do it a different way. All right. Now, like I was saying, I've seen everybody in the Discord talking. I've seen the love as well on the videos, and I appreciate you guys and everybody that has emailed via, you know, all of the website stuff. I'm gonna tell y'all about the website drama in 1 second. Yes, I had more website drama. Everybody that sat there, literally with me. I'm about to get mad right now, y'all. I'm about to go on a little rant. Everybody that sat there with me while I created another website, I want to tell you guys what happened, okay? what happened on my birthday. Okay, on my birthday, what happened? Okay, so I'm minding my business, going about my day. All right, going about my day, chilling. A lot of y'all not. They took down my website. Okay, and again, I don't know why. I don't know why they took my website away. They took it away. So I'm like, all right, whatever, right? So I asked them, I'm like, why you keep taking my website down? Like, what is it? Y'all just don't like me? Like, what is it? I asked them, what is it? You know what I mean? So then they have the nerve to tell me, and I lied to you not. They said, we are taking your website away because we don't understand why your prices are so low. I lied or not. They said, can you what they say? Can you basically explain, and they said it in this intellectual, way, can you explain why your prices are so low? Right? So, number one, if you want to go to the website, it's I Am Hustlers. So, just with an S, hustlersmindset.com, the same thing it was. And you can, of course, go to the website, right? The website's up, all right? I spent my whole birthday, literally trying to get my sites back up. All day. I ain't had no time to go on Discord. I had no time to respond. I had no time to do nothing but try to make sure I got my stuff back up. They told me, yeah. So now what I had to do is I had to explain to them that we do wholesale, because they're like, yeah, if something doesn't seem right because you're selling Apple products for $5, and I was selling charger cords for $250. So they was trying to say that basically, they thought I was just from China, I guess. I don't know. They were just basically trying to say that I was trying to do something. Okay, I don't know. I really don't understand it, but they had the audacity to tell me that they took my site down because my prices was too low. And I don't I expected something else. I expected them to be like, yeah, we took your site down because you did X, Y, and Z. Now, why the hell they take Hustler's Mindset down? Why? You want me to tell you why? They took Hustler's Mindset down not because of my educational courses or my academies, my worksheets, not because any of that. They took it down because I had a wholesale product box in there, and they didn't understand why it was so cheap. They said, well, why are you selling bundles of product for $150? So now in my head, I'm like, so Shopify is trying to literally tell me what price I can sell stuff for now? And it makes sense because none of my other websites, like my store website, like my physical store website, didn't ever get taken down ever in its entirety. But ever since I started selling a wholesale and bundles and all of that, they keep taking my site down. So I Am Hustler's Mindset with an S. Okay, don't put I Am Hustler Mindset. It's Hustler's Mindset is up. Okay, I'm not selling no products on this website. Okay, I have my website literally already for hustlerscop.com, right? Like, we already had our thing. We had everything going good, right? So let me tell you what they did with that. So I'm like, all right, bet. Basically what y'all telling me is that y'all blackballing me and y'all keep picking on me because my prices is low. I got you. So I'm gonna raise my prices, and then when people sign up for the wholesale aspect, then it's just gonna go down. Like, y'all can't tell me what to sell what for, right? Then I go, they don't want to release the domain. If you don't know what a domain is, a domain is basically, hustlerscop.com or whatever, right? I'm hustlersmindset.com. So they don't want to release it. I'm literally asking them, hey, can you release my domain? It got so bad, my girlfriend had to tell me, hey, it's your birthday, like, take a break, you feel me? Like, because I'm literally sitting here talking to them through chat, and they're like, well, you have to pay X amount, because I shut that account down once they started talking about this nonsense, talking about your prices are too low. Like, what type of business can tell, like, how y'all gonna tell me that my prices are too low, right? Doesn't make sense to me. So then I paid them. I paid them to get my website, my URL, right? My domain. And they have the audacity to tell me that I have to wait 48 hours after I pay when they never stated that. I have to wait. And then I waited. And I waited. And guess what, guys? It didn't work. So, to tell you guys I was pissed is an understatement. Horrible birthday, horrible day. But I ain't tripping. You feel me? I can't allow that to mess me up or to annoy me. So today we got a special guest. We're going to be having special guests every single day from here on out, most likely. Maybe some days just going to be me. But I'm gearing towards just making sure that we're having fun. All right, maybe, yeah, that we're having fun. All right, so number one, I do want to say AirPods did come, and I want to show you guys what the AirPods look like. So what I'm going to do, because I definitely came unprepared because it's in another room, so I'm going to go and get the AirPods. 1 second. I'm going to go get the AirPods. 1 second. It's a big box, guys, so hold on. So guys, these AirPods are tough. I got 5 boxes of these, and they're tough. Watch this. Hold on, let's show you. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right. So, right, boom. Y'all don't know, Apple has updated the AirPod box, right? I don't know. So, here are the AirPods, okay? Now, this is the back of the AirPod box now. Now, if you don't know, crap, it's another room. If y'all don't know, oh, I could just open this one. So, I have one of the other ones. And here, and y'all gonna be the first to see this because I haven't even been able to make a video because I have companies trying to stop me from being great. So, hold on, let me open this. So, what happened was, right? Everybody keeps telling me they want AirPods and everything, and also people that are shipping AirPods. Oh, Mar, you in here, man. You are in here. Guys, this is Lamar. Okay, Lamar is going to be getting ready. So we're going to let him go ahead and get ready and do his thing. But listen, so these are going to be the AirPods that I originally were shipping, right? And these right here are the new boxes that Apple made. So you might be like, well, what's the difference? You probably think that this is the same, but instead it's a different image. And also the box is going to be lighter, and that's about it, right? But I'm excited because it's the fact of evolution, like keeping up with Apple, especially when you have the replicas, is going to be a game changer. Everything else sort of kind of is the same. We still have the tabs, of course, but I'm excited that we got these in and we shipped some out today. But we're going to be shipping out more tomorrow. Now, what I planned on doing is instead of waiting for, and I'm going to send you this link as well, Mar. Okay. The link to this. But instead of waiting for UPS to send us the product we already sent them, we're going to just send out more AirPods because I did talk to who I needed to talk to, and they're assuring us that they're going to make sure we're getting them back. Maybe I should put on headphones, but I don't really want to. But yeah, y'all. So I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited about what's coming. I am. If you have not already joined the Discord, I don't know what you're doing, okay? I don't know if you're not joining the Discord for free. Let's see how many members we had so far. Because once we get to 100 members, y'all already know. Don't switch. Okay. Y'all still hear me, right? Yeah. All right, because once we get to a certain amount of members, let me actually move this. Okay. Y'all know we locking this up, okay? I got my guy Edward. He is taking the ship over as far as helping me with this. But yes, I want to first thank everybody that's joined, and I'm trying to um, overview. Okay, I'm trying to show y'all how many we have so far. I don't freaking know. I gotta look. But join the server, y'all. Join the server. Okay, join it right now. Matter of fact, what I will do is I'm gonna put this in the description because I need you guys to join this. I really want you guys to be a part of this. Let me check to see how many we have though. How many do we have currently? Mar, you gotta flip your John around. You sideways. There you are, man. There you
That
are.
is better for you, man. It's
That,
better for
that
you.
is that is that is yes, it is. It's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm actually going to send you the link to this YouTube live so that you have that for your records as well. But yeah, so y'all feel free to feel free to ask questions, but also guys, we're just getting started. I promise y'all. At work, tune it in. Let's get some. Yes, sir. At work, tune it in. Let us get some good takeaways. Listen, guys, I got so much. It's not even funny. But you gotta also understand, it's my birthday, so I'm kind of like everywhere. All right, so I did put the Discord below, for you guys in the chat. Um, I did put that below. Yo, how y'all doing today? Talk to me. How's everybody doing today? Talk to me. Uh, and let me send you this link. Talk to me, y'all. Like, I think that I'm first going to go over some things in the Discord that I've seen and have not been able to respond to. We have a lot of people that are flipping phones, but first I want Mar to actually give himself. I want you to give an introduction, Mar, on on what you have going on, and you know, talk. You know,
Yes,
talk.
sir. I appreciate you, man. I
Yes,
appreciate you
sir.
passing it along. So as y'all know, my name is Lamar Williams. So what I do is that I have a company called Dream Big Entertainment Service. So what it is a company that helps people, achieve their dreams. So for an example, like actors, actresses, by joining a company, you would know exactly, where to go to book websites or to book gigs, how to actually audition, because there's a difference between auditioning for an acting role and auditioning for a commercial role. So you'll know the ins and out with that. You'll know certain director contacts as well. It's a nice little sneak peek of exactly how you get into the field and how you become successful. So that's a mini thing from that. You definitely got to tune in. I'm dropping an episode Sunday 4 p.m. So if you want to definitely know more of how to get into that field, definitely stay tuned because I'm giving y'all the juice. I'm giving y'all the knowledge that people's not giving y'all. Trust me, I've been through it all. I've been exploring this passion for like 10 plus years. So I have my ups, I have my downs. I know exactly what to do when it comes to that. So definitely stay tuned. It is called Dream Big Entertainment. That is my YouTube channel. Like I said, stay tuned Sunday 4 p.m.
Yes, sir. And one thing I do want to say as well, guys, if you guys don't know, and we go, me and Mar go way back, but Mar actually was a business partner with me. All right, and Mar, he knows me from the start. You know what I mean? From the start of everything, the start of my journey when it comes to flipping phones. He was there. He's been there with us negotiating. He's been there when he helped me lose money. When he watched me help myself lose money. He's done bad deals. He's done great deals. He watched me buy an iPhone XR, or I forget what it was, and it was iCloud and passcode locked. He actually had a iPhone, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, an iPhone 14, go out the store for the wrong price
Oh,
at one point. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of things we have to give, but it's more so you guys, when you come here, I want you to understand not only from my perspective, but every single Thursday we're going to have Mar on to where he's going to be a part of us learning in different aspects. Like if you don't even want to be an actor, that's completely fine, but you have to understand that there is different learning points and journeys that we all go through. You know what I mean? And we're gonna have. I got a person that joined the Air Force, prime example, that's gonna be joining one day next week. And why did he join the Air Force when he could have started his own hatchback business? Because that's what he's went to school for. But he didn't do it because he was scared. So now he's risking his life and his freedom technically. And that's not the route I would go, but I can't judge somebody for going that way, you know? But we're gonna ask very, very in-depth questions and very uncomfortable questions as well. All right. Now, the first uncomfortable question I definitely want to ask you, bro, and feel free to ask me any uncomfortable questions you need to ask me.
I definitely have some questions that's
Okay.
not
My
uncomfortable.
main
I got
question,
some.
bro, that I want to ask
Mhm.
you, and I do want to um bring this up because I don't think I'll be doing a disjustice if I don't. You know what I mean? Is what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is my business one is Dream Big Entertainment Service, but
What's your regular
my
one?
personal is Live by Your Standards.
Okay. So, Mar, my main question to you, which I already know that you know it's coming, right? Is what made you
Yes.
what made you go from working with quality, the best in Philadelphia, our storefront, and oh, you know what I mean? You don't want to have any limits to actually going and then partnering with a smoke slash mobile store. What made you do that? Because I feel like you work with my competition.
Nah. So it's a smoke shop. He just happens to know how to fix phones, so it's not really competition. I can't stop somebody from having the talent that they taught themselves.
Yeah.
I can't do that, So I only went to that just to help them out and, just to do other, business ventures that I definitely have in the tuck that we plan on doing. But that's really all. Like I really didn't go there for electronics. If it was an electronic store, trust and believe that's not where I'm be at.
Let me ask you something. Do you think that it's money in smoke shops?
It is if you do it the right way. It depends on the location. The location is very, very important. Your licensing is very, very important. IDing people is very, very important. There's so many ways that you can get shut down and permanently like blacklisted.
Got
But
you.
if you do it the right way, a lot of money.
Got you. I got you. I got you. I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, no matter what, you doing something in this form and fashion, I think is cool. I think helping somebody out is cool as well. But I must crush all competition. You know what I mean? So, um, he might not be competition, but let me ask you this: how do you feel about a 9 to 5? Like, I know you personally don't have a 9 to 5 right now, and
Right.
I know that you're freelance and you're working on your own. Like you've been an entrepreneur for how many months or years?
Um, I don't know. Last time I had a 9 to 5.
Damn.
It's been a minute because yeah, because even last year I was doing my previous business I had, and we was at the store last year. So I really didn't. I can't remember if I did it was last year. But this year I decided to really focus on myself because 9 to 5 is cool. Like I ain't gonna sit there and dog 9 to 5. 9 to 5 is a stepping stool though.
Heck yeah, it's
It's
cool.
not an ending step, And a lot of people look at that as a finish line. It's not a finish line. You're running a marathon. You got to pass the baton. So 9 to 5 is cool, but I feel like for me personally, a 9 to 5 helped me build a business myself because we always did
Right,
business together. You already know that. So many
right, right.
business together. But a lot of time, you was, the thought brain behind it. You feel me? And I would help push it out, and that's how we would get
What's
stuff
up,
rocking.
Angela?
But I was like, when I was at a 9 to 5, I'm like, man, I can't just sit here and just be at a location forever, and life is still going on. I want so much to do. So I just
Right.
took that time to really learn how to start a business, and that's how I got out of it.
All right. So, and I understand that. I understand that, but I do really want to like. So I want to tell you, like my audience, right? So a lot of um, I know a lot of individuals, right? What the heck? Hold on, guys. Boom, boom, boom. Hold on, y'all. What the heck? Hold on, y'all. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me get some pimping in there. Hold up. Cause this thing is
Please stay in it while it is. I don't know what. Why it's uploading. I'm wrong right now. I'm on their own right now. Right now. This is a commercial brought to you by Lamar Williams. All right, guys. So listen, while Brandon is doing what he's doing, so this is what we're gonna do. Hopefully, you can hear me, guys. But yeah, so like just to even like speak even more about just that topic in general when it comes to business, um, it's not gonna just like making an acting business or anything like that I do, right? So one.
all right. Okay. All right, we back. We should be back. I feel like we should be back. Yeah. So you should be back. Everything should be good. Wait, it just said you were joining and then stop.
Yeah, I don't know. It just said unable. Then it said restart studio. I'm joining again. Yeah, audio failure. The microphone speaker stop working. Don't worry. You got recording it. You should see.
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on, y'all. We having technical difficulties. Hold on. 1 second.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why this is not. Hold on 1 second. Let's see.
What did George say when it fell?
Um, I panicked. So. When mom failed, I was just like, oh my god. Hold on. Try to back out of it and join again. Yeah, this is. It's like it's trying though.
Yeah, I know. Like I seen you for like 2 seconds.
So I would say that just exit out of the browser and hit the link again. Hit the invite link again.
I'm
Uh,
on the app.
oh, you are on the app. Cool. So just exit out the app.
Then you download it.
Yeah. Exit out the app. All right, cool, Andrew. I'm sorry, guys. Again, I'm trying so hard to just get better at this part, but it's again I don't know why my computer just did that. It's really weird.
It's still going. All right, hold on. Let's get one. That's weird.
I wonder. It's saying audio is messed up.
Oh wait, I think I know the problem. I think I know the problem. Hold on. I'm about to try this one more way, and then I think I know the problem.
Okay.
So,
2K.
all right, so it said the microphone speaker stopped working. So it could be because I'm on the phone with you right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, bye.
All right.
All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, perfect, guys. So, sorry again. I apologize, but yes, y'all, a lot about Lamar, really can, I think everybody can relate to, and when it comes to the entrepreneur journey, right? That is something I think you guys are going to be able to really understand and grasp with him.
Yeah, that was a
You
flaw.
have been a little damn more. Everyone's still recording high quality.
You there?
Yeah, I mean, I just can't see you.
Yeah, I can't see you either now.
Oh my
It just
god.
said,
Oh my god. Yo, what is going on here? Ball.
now I see you.
Yeah, you see me. All right, perfect. All right, we look like some hoodlums, okay? We look like we don't know what we doing. I'm sorry, y'all. We should have rehearsed this, but again, it's just the day, you know. It's just an interesting day. But nevertheless, why can I not? All right, now you can see us both. All right, cool, perfect. Now, let's get into this. Like we were just saying, when it comes to you in the 9 to 5 aspect, right?
Uh
Um,
huh.
Number one, when it comes to 9 to 5, I really want to bring, I want everyone to see the value that you bring, and the value that I bring as well, right? Because,
Okay.
and that's why I'm gonna go live on Instagram too. You should go live on Instagram too, because they're gonna have to hear me. They're gonna have to hear this, bro. Like they about to have to hear this, because I'm really talking that talk. You feel me?
See,
I'm
but
really.
the thing is, I will
You
go
can't.
live,
I know. I
but
know. I know. You don't
my
have
no,
to.
but listen, no, listen, no, listen. I'm about to plug you in. You should say thank you in advance, right?
Uh
So
huh.
I should, but my other phone, my speaker's messed up, and I need a new phone. So that's why I need to go to you because you got you the plug.
Yeah, I would have thought that you. I would have honestly thought that you would have went to the smoke shop. But the smoke shop that you're working with. But nevertheless, right? One thing I do want to say, especially when it comes to you and your business, right? And the
Yes.
fact that you're not having a 9 to 5. It's nothing wrong, guys, with a 9 to 5. I don't think that it's anything wrong with a 9 to 5. And I honestly was like when I heard when you did have a 9 to 5 and it came to a point to where you were, how can I say it? You were pondering going back at one point. That's when I knew for a fact that at that point you had a fear, right? And of course you're gonna, what's up, what's up, what's up? Of course you're gonna get your chance to give me your hard questions, but I'm going to, in the first segment of this talk that we got, y'all, we're literally giving each other hard questions, and I'm gonna do this with everybody that's on here and Lamar's as well. How scared were you to leave your job? How scared were you?
Um. All right. So
Yeah, Andrew.
a couple of times, I went back to a 9 to 5. A couple of times, more than once. A couple
Okay.
of times.
Okay.
Um. My last time I didn't have too much of fear because I was still doing Uber, so I believe that Uber was going to do what it needed to
Right.
do for my 9 to 5. So I didn't have that much fear. But before I had that, um, I had I don't know how to rate it, but it definitely was a fear of not knowing how I'm going to get by. You know, how not knowing how I'm going to pay for this, pay for that, and if I can really do it on my own, and how long it's going to take for me to get where I want to be without not having something funding me by making whatever I'm doing at this moment make money so that it can provide for me and keep on supporting me. So not knowing that, like the fear was that it's hard to say a hard time, high because we men at the end of the day. So the way we feel fear is different. Like we don't like feel fear. We almost feel like lost in a way to like I don't know which direction I'm going right now. If I don't have a clear direction, then I really can't do what I need to do. So like the fear was like a little different.
And
It's confusing.
and I have Andrew right here. He said, "Yep, he did Uber and Lyft." And we're going to touch on that. But one
Yes.
thing that I want to say with you, right, that I really started to realize while me watching from the outside, when you first told me your first business that you wanted to do, I'm not gonna lie, I knew it was gonna fail. I knew it was gonna fail. Now, not because I doubted you. And I think you knew I knew it was gonna fail. Like I think you knew I felt like it was gonna fail. But the reason I continue to support you is because again, it's all a part of the journey. And I think that when me and you we talk, you've seen me fail in business how many times? Like you've seen me fail in business how many times, right?
Since I met you.
But I think one thing that's really important, guys, when you surround yourself around people, it's really good to surround yourself around people that watch you fail. And not the fact that they just stand there and watch you fail, but they also watch you fail, encourage you, but also aid you in rebuilding, aid you in helping you not lose that sense of, I don't want to say pride, but confidence. You know what I mean? And I felt, a lot of people don't know, I felt in business. How many? Like, bro, am I exaggerating? I say I felt probably about 50 plus times. Like,
Not at
how many
all.
stores have I lost? How many times when our first store, what was I doing with the money? We were going on trips. We were going at
Everything.
yeah, we were going to camping trips, hiking, random stuff, and failure is going to always happen, right? But one thing I want to say is I knew you were going to fail because I knew that you didn't know what it took at first. Now let me explain to you because it's so easy to see somebody doing it, right? It's so easy for people to see, okay, Brandon, prime example. Brandon has a store. And Brandon has this store and I see him stressing, but I also see him making money. And our human instinct is to say, okay, I see this person doing this, so I can do it, right? That's a human instinct. Everybody's going to think that for the most part, right? But you never are ready to actually become an entrepreneur until you just go out there when you don't have what you need or you don't really know what's behind the door. When you don't know what's behind the door, that's when you know that you are destined to at least accomplish or try to accomplish big things in the space of an entrepreneur. And I thought that when you the first business that you positioned, I didn't see any potential in it with you. I did it because when I looked at you, I didn't see the brand, right? But I saw how you had that initiative to take that leap of faith and do it. And I watched you fail, right? I
Right.
watched you. I didn't help you. I watched you fail.
Day
I
by day,
watched you stop
slowly
talking
cooking.
about it, slowly but surely. I watched you stop bringing your products in. I watched you do all of that, and in my mind, I'm like, he needs this. And I think the good thing about it, and I think you can also say this too, is you never went off the course you were supposed to go on. You're literally where you're supposed to be. And that's the cool thing. You know what I mean? I know you're looking at me because you're like, I got some questions for him. So I'm opening the floor up to you, bro. Since my
Nah,
20s here,
uh, it ain't nothing crazy. I just want to know, since you talk about like the fear, losing a 9 to 5. So I
yeah.
just want to know, like, why was you scared to believe in yourself for these last couple years? Because like I've been telling you, like for like a minute, like bro, like you really could just start this. You can, make this. Make money off doing this. Like you got the knowledge, you already know how to do it. Just do this. But yet you kept on going back to your 9 to 5, going back to your phone store. Then you would leave because you would feel confident. You like, yo, I got this. And then when you see it slowing down, you're like, damn, like I don't know. Then you go back. So like, why would you scared to believe in yourself? Like, what made you feel like, you know what? Let me just go now.
So I'm going to say this. I had a point in my life, right? To where I understood that I was such a big risk taker that it was sort of kind of like loading a gun and pointing it directly at me and pulling the trigger over and over again, right? So I think I started to understand that the risks that I were taking, just because they were risk, I thought that it was good, right? Just because I'm like, oh, I took a risk. That's what I'm supposed to do. But every risk isn't good. Now, I started to overindulge in risk and start to just leap into things that didn't make sense. And when I started to leap into things that didn't make sense, then they always came back to bite me, right? And then it's a
Mm-hmm.
little bit about how I said you had fear, right? And I watched you fail, and then I think you are literally on the right path now. Now I'm on a path where I know exactly where I want to go. There's crazy obstacles now, but I know exactly what I'm gonna do tomorrow, the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. So I would say I never had a fear. You want to know what it was? I didn't have any other option. That's why. I think I took the risk to the point to where it literally, I rode the train all the way until I couldn't ride it anymore. And then if I kept riding it, I wouldn't be able to even recoup anything, right? So I always felt like I got out of a store or I got out of a job at the point in time to where I understood, hey, if I stay here or if I keep building this, I'm gonna end up broke. That's why. If I have a store in Frankfurt for the rest of my life, I'm going to die. You know what I mean? Like, I had people walking into my store with ski masks, robbing cars, doing things like that. And it's like, all right, it's like, are you going to take this risk so much that you're willing to risk your own life? Or I ain't making no money at this store because the demographic isn't my target market. Am I going to just sit here and go broke? Because I still got to pay rent, pay the light bill. You know what I mean? So that would be my answer to that.
All right, so I got something I gotta say based on your answer, right? I just want to make sure that you said what I'm about to say. So just let me know. You said that you didn't have a fear, you just didn't have a choice, right? So which
Yeah.
is why you went back and back again.
I was saying I didn't have a fear. I don't think it was a fear. I think it was literally I ran out of options. So yeah, I didn't have a choice, I guess.
All right, so now I gotta go back on that, right? Because like I said, I don't think that you had a fear either. I don't think that you had a fear of, like this is not working. I'm gonna fail. I need to go back to a 9 to 5 and stuff like that. I don't think of you of the having a fear, more so of not fully believing in yourself. Because at what point in time do you believe that what you're doing now that you could have done before you went back to the last store that you went to and left that? Like you could have done this back then. Do you think that you had what it
Mm.
take right now
Why
to
didn't
do that
Why
back
didn't I
then?
start teaching people how to make money back then?
Yeah. So
When it
like
was already asked, when you already suggested it to me, right?
yeah, and you already
You want to
had the
know why?
knowledge and skills right there. So
Makes sense. So the reason why I didn't start teaching people how to make money, I didn't start uploading on the YouTube that was dead because me and my girlfriend were making prank videos and stuff, right? Why didn't I do that? I didn't do that because I was so wrapped up in chasing other people that were successful. I started to judge myself and diminish who I really was as a person based off of other people's success. So I didn't feel like I could help other people if I wasn't confident in who I was because my friend has, or not even my friend, I know Joe Schmo who doesn't work harder than me has X amount of businesses and 5 Tesla trucks, and he sleeps from what 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. You know what I mean? Like I see this person barely working, but I'm like, why is he there and I'm not? You feel me?
all right.
But instead, I had to realize that you can't. What's up, that word? You can't really judge your success off of another person. So I stopped. I didn't. I never tried to jump into this lane of helping other people because I didn't feel confident in myself. Because I felt like me watching people on YouTube, they saying, "Oh yeah, I just brought 85 iPhone 14 Pro Maxes, 256 which would equivalent to them spending about $50,000 in one transaction. I'm like, well, damn, that's not me. I can't do it. Until I started to realize I got the sauce. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think I didn't believe in myself because I wasn't confident in me. I was judging my success on other people, on other people's success.
Respect. That's a good
That was a
answer.
good question.
That's a good answer too.
That was a good question. And you want to know something, guys? There's nothing wrong with going back to a 9 to 5 at a certain point. So it's been plenty of times I pondered and also did go back to a T-Mobile or an AT&T. But you want to know why? And I think you can contest to this because I'm not saying no bullshit. I've never ever went to a job and stayed more than like 4 months that didn't have anything to do with my business. So, prime example, when I was first started the store, if you remember, I was an asshole. Like, I was talking to people like trash. I was treating people like crap. So I needed to go back to Sprint and I needed to learn customer service, right? Then it got to a point to where, all right, I know my customer service, but now I don't know how to teach people. Like I don't know how to teach people how to sell. I don't know how to get quotas. I don't know how to make people perform. So I need to go to I need to go to T-Mobile because they have the highest commission around me. I need to go to them and I need to see how they're getting their reps to excel in sales. So then I started to learn, okay, this is what you have to do. You have to make sure that you have a Power BI, which tracks everybody's sales. You got to also know that you have to have a detailed list of what people need to achieve that is going to create income for your business, but also enough income so you can distribute it to them so they feel like they're making a cut of money. Like I learned that I can't pay people $7.25 and expect them to act like the business is theirs. You know what I mean? So yeah, you go back to a 9 to 5. You should always go back to a 9 to 5 if it is going to help your business. Don't ever
Yes.
get scared to go back to a 9 to 5 that's going to teach you a lesson, that's going to teach you how they got there. You feel me?
Nah,
That's
fact.
how.
So listen, speaking on that, right? That work 9 to 5 that matches your business needs. You feel me? That pertains to your business.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That is something that, like you said, I can contest to. That's something that you've always done. Anything that you do outside, whatever it's a 9 to 5, it has something that you can take and use for your business because it all corresponds with each other. And that's very, very important when it comes to 9 to 5s because you know me, you can contest to this as well. You might have done what you did, but I've damn near worked 30 jobs. Like I got experience at every field right
Every
now.
field.
Every field. Just taking jobs and taking jobs and taking jobs. And I think also that was one of the reasons why I was just such a sporadic movement of always going back to a 9 to 5 and then trying to start something and going back is because every time I went back, I wasn't doing anything that made sense business wise or where I wanted to go in general. So I would leave it,
Right.
then go back and just waste so much time. And I had to stop that. So that's something for y'all as well. Like 9 to 5 is cool, right? But if you want to do business, if you want to do something outside of 9 to 5, start something your own, create something. Like you said, like you're gonna do 9 to 5, like try to do something that's gonna give you the skills and knowledge that you can take and use to actually
Facts.
build your own business. So that's very, very important that you said.
Yeah, like I feel like at the end of the day, like if you're so focused on somebody else's success that you can't focus on yours and you can't suck up your pride and you can't go to work to learn how to make your work better or your business better, you can't always have that student mentality, you're going to fail, right? And for the longest time, I always wondered about you. I'm like, well, you know what I mean? Okay, you say you want to do this. You say you want to act. Ever since I met you, you said you wanted to act. But I've never seen you in a job that can coordinate with that. So in my eyes, I never took you serious. I can honestly say, like, this year when you say it, I take you serious. Because it takes a lot to be broke. Not saying you're broke, but I'm saying it takes a lot to be broke in the mind. Like, you know how much money you want to make. And no, you're taking a whole cut because you could be making check after check after check after check after check. But instead, you're going towards your goal, right? And that's what entrepreneurs do. I could be literally sitting there, a district manager somewhere, and make $150,000 literally having everything handed to me. But instead, I choose to go the opposite and have sites shut down for no damn reason and figure it out. And on my birthday, I don't put up no damn post saying, oh, it's my birthday, look at me in my new Balenciagas, right? Instead, I'm working, right? I haven't left this office all day. And the only time I did, that's a lie, is to pick up the AirPods. But regardless, it's like, that's what it really takes to be successful, is not trying to compete with other people, competing with your damn self, because you know for a fact, like, my little brother hit me up today. He was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I forgot that it was your birthday. I was like, why did you forget? Like, how did you forget? He was like, cuz, like, usually you would put up a post or something, like you would say something on Instagram, or you know what I mean, something. And I was like, do you see Elon Musk do that? Do you see any of the billionaires doing that? And he was like, some of them. And I was like, I got you, but I'm not trying to be like them. I'm not trying to be the person wearing the chains. I'm trying to be Jay-Z, the one that don't got social media. You know what I mean? The one that's making money behind the scenes. So it's like, at that point, I started to realize, like, I can't get so caught up in, like, trying to get recognition, but instead, Drake, who's the GOAT, okay? He had a line similar to saying basically, like, while your favorite rapper's out at the club partying, I'm in the studio, right? And I feel like that's the same mentality I gotta have, you know? So to everybody watching this that's trying to be an entrepreneur, that is an entrepreneur, just know that you're doing a good job, especially when you're sitting there working your ass off, knowing for a fact that you could be doing something else. You know what I mean? And
Nah, facts.
that's cool. You got
So
something else
listen,
before I say
yes, I
something?
do. So to touch on what you said, right? So 2016, um, that's when we started our first like business together.
Right.
It was the entertainment, right?
Next level. Yep.
Can't next level. Can't forget, right? Next level syndicate. You feel me?
Next level syndicate. A
Yes,
modeling
sir. Yes,
agency.
sir. Right. So the thing is, which is why I was like very, very confused. Like you said, everything happens for a reason, you know? So looking back at it, I can see how confused I was back then. You feel me? Yes, I wanted to be an actor model. But the thing is, before that, I had experience dealing with that. And, back then there was so many more scam agencies, so many more scam agents and things like that. So it deterred me a little bit, right?
Right, right,
But
right.
I knew that I still wanted to somehow be involved with it, right? So then once I met you and we started doing it, I think my problem is that because I always told you my purpose in life is to help people. I want to just help people, but for me to help people, I need to be behind the scenes or be behind the screen. And I think at that point in time, just like you said, you see a friend or you see somebody doing something like, yo, I could do that. It was like that.
Uh-huh.
You feel me? You was on your business ish. You feel
Thank
me?
you. Thank you,
We
Andrew.
started a business together. And in my head, I'm like, damn, yo, we started this. Yeah, it failed a little bit, but yo, I'm trying to be a business person now. You feel me?
Right,
Like
right, right.
instead of being
I
inside the
appreciate you,
business of the
Crackers.
entertainment, I was trying to be behind the business,
I
and that
got you
was
one
my
second.
problem. Which is why now I'm my own business doing this because I need to be inside. So I was very, very lost and didn't know what I was doing.
And you wanted to thing though, is that's okay. Like, I don't think the fact that you were lost is a bad thing. Cause I was lost too, but I was still doing things, right? I was so lost that I had to keep up a facade to make it seem like I was doing something. And that's what a lot of people do. Especially, like, prime example, like right now, right? I have AirPods, right?
Right.
I have AirPods right now. Like a lot of AirPods, like a lot. Like, to be concise, I have a lot, right? Right now in my hand, I can make like maybe 2,000 from this, right? And out of this 2,000, I can go and buy more and make another 2,000. And I can do that every single 3 days, right? And I have, a lot more. But I could do that. And that would make it seem like I'm making money, right? But in essence, what happens if all I do is sell AirPods? They're in supply and demand currently. What happens when something else comes out people use? And all I'm used to doing is selling AirPods. Now I'm making my mental seem as if I'm making money. but the only thing people want from you are AirPods, right? And I think like that's sort of kind of an example of the mindset a lot of entrepreneurs have. Like a lot of entrepreneurs, we do things to keep us distracted, to make us seem or feel like we're doing something, when in essence, all we're doing is the easy way. You know what I mean? Like it's different when you actually changing people's lives, helping them make money, and impacting them to the point to where they're doing word of mouth or they're giving you testimonials. You know what I mean?
Facts,
Um,
facts.
that's the difference. So I just want to answer one question, Mar, real quick. So Cracker said, "Yo, can you tell me what's the best app you sold stuff on?" So the best app I've ever sold things on, I would say, is eBay. Uh, eBay, and then I say Mercari is cool too. But I've sold on every app and made a good amount of money on every single app. So I wouldn't just stick to just one app. There's a lot of apps out there, guys. If you watching this, please give me a like, y'all. Please give me a like. I'd appreciate it, guys. Direct buyers too, of course, for sure. But so yeah, so let me jump in and let me say this, right? I think when it comes to you, right, and us doing this, right?
Right.
What makes you so every day when you wake up and you don't have a job, like currently, what do you consider your occupation?
Actor.
Actor, right?
Yes.
Okay. Every day you wake up as an actor, right?
Yes.
This is going to be a deep question for you. What makes you not want to get or make another income?
What makes me not want to get another income? I don't know how to answer that question because I do want something that to get another income.
Now, the reason why I asked you that is because when I said, what do you do when you wake up? Like, what's your occupation? You said just actor. So, do you feel as though it is required for you personally right now in your life to have another income? And if you have another income, does that mean you're getting distracted off your main goal?
No, I think it's very important to have another income. One income in this day in life, in this world, you need more than one income.
Where's
You
three, two,
always
one? That's a
need
fact.
more than one. If you just have one, that's not good enough. It's
What's
not good
good,
enough.
bro?
Because don't get me wrong, like that one can feed you for a long, long time. But some things come to an end, some things slow down, and the lifestyle you're trying to live at a certain point, if that money start dwindling, now you got repossessions, you got so much stuff going on. So you need multiple incomes, especially because of the fact that like me, I'm trying to leave a legacy. I don't want to just make a million and think I'm good. You see what I'm saying? Like I need
Do
to
you
make
honestly think
more.
that you're going to make $1 million?
I believe that's not a thing.
So you believe that you're going to make $1 million.
I
What is the
know
what
I
is the
am.
difference between you believing you're going to make $1 million
I
and
know I
thinking?
am. I know I am.
You know you're
But
going to
let's
make
just start.
a thought. So
Yes,
you know
a
you're going to make
million.
$1 million, right?
Yes.
Do you know how?
Do I know how? Yes, I know how.
How?
I'm going to do it by all the multiple things I'm going to be doing. Yo, it's so much. Listen, so other than this income with acting, right? So I'm doing acting, right? But then I'm also helping my mans with the shop. That's another income as well. Then I'm about to within the next 6 months, by the end of this year, I'm going to start another business that I already had the layout for as well. But I was keeping that in the tuck. But since you put me on the spot, I gotta just say it now, right? But I got another business venture that I'm about to put on the spot. So between these two businesses, I'm gonna make a million just from the strength of that, regardless. Every business that I start from now on, I promise you
Andrew said he feels you.
that business is gonna be 6 figures plus. I promise you, every business that I start from
No
now on.
problem, bro.
And that's why you need multiple sources of income because sometimes you might not make a million with just that one source, but if you combine multiple sources, my guy, you
So
can
how
get
many sources of
results.
income do you need to make $1 million?
See, that's hard because that depends. Because sometimes you could just need one source. It all depends on what that one source is, what business it is, what the supply and demand is for that business, how you market it, and things like that. So it
Right.
could just be one, honestly. Because I know somebody who just make a million off of just one.
Okay. So let me ask you this. When I asked you that question, the stutter, the caught off guard, right? Do you feel like that makes it to where it seems unbelievable? Or
So that
do you think that determines if I really believe that you believe that?
that's a good question, right? Whether just me and you or just in general, when people get asked a certain question and then they do the movements or they feel like they stutter and stuff like that,
Or
right?
they got caught off guard?
Um, yeah, or caught off guard, right? So they might stutter and things like that. I don't think
Yo,
back
what's up?
then, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, back then, yeah, it's like, yo, you're lying or you're doing this, you're doing that, and the third. But that was when I was young and then experienced a lot of life situations. Like once you experience certain situations and then you start understanding, like sometimes you need to think before you speak. So sometimes that stuttering is getting your thoughts together. Sometimes answering too quick
Facts.
ain't the best thing in the world. So it's more so of getting your thoughts aligned. And I had a thought and questions that I was going to ask you. So like that threw that off. So I had to
All right, so let's cut the
recalculate it.
BS. I'm gonna
You know what
tell
I
you
mean?
this. I believe that you don't believe you're going to make $1 million.
That's cool
Now,
because I
we're
will.
gonna cut the BS.
You know
I
what I mean?
believe you don't believe that you're gonna make $1 million. Then let me explain to you why.
Go
The
ahead.
reason I have to explain to you is because I know it's mad people out there that are just like what you just did. If I walk up to them in the middle of nowhere, out of nowhere, because I've thought about this and somebody asked me that and I had the same response at one point, right? So I feel like there is no way in hell, in our eyes, if we don't touch a certain amount of money, that we'll ever believe we'll make $1 million. I don't care what you say. Because here's the thing, right? No matter how much money we make, right? It's never enough. Okay? And in our eyes, we're like, okay, if yesterday I was in Atlantic City playing and we were playing blackjack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boom, hit. All right, made $50. What you want to do? Do you want to? If you put down $10 and you made $50, what you gonna want to do? You were a blackjack dealer at one point. You know, and
Yes, sir.
psychologically, what these people want to do, right? They were like,
You
what,
want
$50? I'm put something else
run
down.
back in.
My
Run back in.
mindset, because I went to Vegas and I spent like $1,000 to $1,500 on a blackjack table, lost it all. I was up a good amount and lost everything. But my mindset back then was, I'd never seen this money multiply so fast, but I'm still not content or happy with it. So no matter what, I'ma still keep spending it until guess what? I lose it all. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to put people out there, but I'll say this. I have a person that got a settlement. They got some money from a car crash. Person broke as a joke. Section 8, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
I have no problem with Section 8. No problem. But one thing I do want to say about Section 8 is I feel like Section 8 is something that tries to it tries to enable people to be broke.
Yeah,
Okay?
it's programmed to keep you there.
Right. So I had this individual, this person, he never had no bread. This nigga gets $100,000. And you know this person. I'm not going to say the name on live. I'll tell you after. You know this person. This person has always been broke. Not because he's not good at it, like good at making money, but because he's broke-minded. He's broke. He spent $100,000 in 3 months. Bought a car. The car got repoed. Bought a lot of designer. The designer went out of style. And the rest, I don't know what the heck my guy did with it. But you want to know what he didn't do? He didn't start a business to make him $200,000.
He didn't even own anything. If he got repo, that
He
means he
didn't buy
leased
no
it.
assets.
So
So
yeah,
when I ask you, do you believe you're going to make $1 million? You want to know what the real answer to that question is? Or should be? I don't know.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Because here's the thing. I don't think I'm ever touching $1 billion. You want to know why? I don't have the work ethic to touch $1 billion. I don't have the work ethic. I like to play games. I like to go out. I like to travel. I like to buy clothes. I like to spend money. I don't like to be financially responsible. And I want to live in a penthouse somewhere hot. And I want a bunch of cars and all of that. So in my mind, I already know I don't have my mind, the picture of my life. I ain't hitting a billion. Am I hitting a million? I don't know because I gotta mature. So like, it's okay, guys, to know for a fact. Like, listen, I'm never ever gonna get to where I want to go because I am who I am. And the reason I say that is because a lot of us are finessed to think that we can do anything, and we can't. We can't. Okay, my mom always told me never say I can't. Bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Always.
It's certain things I cannot do because guess what? I don't have the discipline. Now, can I get the discipline? Yes. Will I get the discipline? No, because I don't have the behaviors and I don't care to get them. I don't. I don't care to get the behaviors. I'm not waking up at 3 a.m. every single day to do 8 videos to put out every single day. I'm not doing it. I'm not putting out a course every single week. I'm not doing it. So it's like, I think we as entrepreneurs in general have to start to understand what we are willing to do and what we're willing to sacrifice, and then understand, do I think that you can make $1 million? Yes. But I think that the person you are right now can't. Because just like me, I don't think I can make $1 million right now because of the person I am.
No, facts.
But
That's why I know, like, right now, I'm not. I know I will. I know I'm going to. But right now, that's why I said going to, because going to is future print. This person right now is not making $1 million today. This guy right here, he's not. I still got a lot of learning that I need to do. A lot of, like you said, discipline, a lot of experience. I still need some knowledge.
facts. Facts. Oh, thank you, Raw Boost. I appreciate the $9 super. I appreciate that. What y'all call that? Super chats? What is that? Don't mind me. I'm new to this, but thank you so much. Um, I really appreciate that. That was a good birthday gift too. Thank you so much. Andrew, I see you. I see you. Just looked at reservations with India tribes. No self-reliance, trained to dependence. Oh, man. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Again, thank you so much, guys. Another thing I want to say, guys. Another thing I want to say, and I'm gonna open it up to you because you know I can get going. You know I can get going. You know I could talk. But one thing I want to say to you, one thing I do want to acknowledge is I think you're one person in my life that I can literally say never quit. Like, you never quit on yourself. Like, I think you're one of the strongest people I've ever met. And I also think that the growth that you've shown throughout years, especially when it comes to business, is the reason I started doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because you've shown that at the end of the day, you could be confused, not know what you want to do, still jump out and do some stuff, learn from that, get back up. Like, you shown me that at the end of the day, no matter what happens, you can still get back up. No matter what happens. You feel me? And that's something I think as an entrepreneur, when it comes to personal stuff happening, not a lot of us are willing to sit there and continue to conduct business or continue to even walk outside. But I've seen you do that. When something happens to me personally, I shut everything down because I'm not that mentally strong. You know what I mean? And I think that that's something I can commend you on. And how do you get that?
Um, Honestly, um, was likely my childhood. My childhood definitely shaped the way that I am now. When even when it comes to not, keeping a lot of friends around,
Mm,
um, not, spending the energy to talk to too many people that's not going to really do anything with their life and things like that. That's why a lot of people cut me off. A lot of people don't really rock with me, or I don't rock with people because of the fact that I've been through so much at such a young age. And it did take me a minute to acknowledge and realize that my younger life scarred me, but that's
mm.
why, like, I'm scarred. And because I'm scarred, like, that gave me like the strength and the mindset, because I've been through some things that this shouldn't be talked about. But that's why I'm scarred. You feel me? And I feel like there's nothing wrong with saying that. Just as a person in general, there's nothing wrong with knowing that you're scarred, you're flawed, or anything like that. If anything, that makes you who you are. That's why people can see you in a different light than the next person. That's why you can say this about me, because of the fact that I'm scarred, and like that kept my mental to where like I'm so comfortable with just being alone and literally living through life. And it took you a minute. Like it took you a minute to really believe that. Like every time I kept on saying that, he was like, "Nah, bro, that's not possible. Like that's not possible." But I be good. Like,
You want to know
bro,
why?
I need to
In my
start.
eyes, it's not possible because I don't feel the same. Because for me, it's the opposite, right? And I think that that's really deep because you put us into, and I don't mean to switch subjects, but you just put us into something that's really deep when I'm talking about people supporting. Because just like you just said, I didn't believe that you can be a one man band and somebody that believes you could just stand alone and don't need nobody else. I don't believe that because I couldn't do that. And that put me in mad ridiculous situations in my life, right? But it also goes to the point to where it's like, why do you think that parents don't believe in us? Or why do you think that relatives don't support us or friends don't support us? Because we're expecting our mom to support us in our business when they didn't have the balls to start one themselves. Right?
Fact.
So just like you're expecting me to convince me that, somebody can really survive alone and not need any type of assistance, which you still need assistance, but assistance as far as on a daily basis. I didn't believe that because that's not where I come from and that's not what I've seen, right? And when it comes to support and you not having friends, prime example, or let's say a relative isn't supporting you, they're not supporting you because they never ever ever have that type of, I hear you, Andrew, facts. They never had that type of experience, right? And that was a good point, a very good point, a very good point.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it. So now I gotta commend you now. You know, it's only right, right? Even though I really don't believe and I don't like the yo, what is that word? I can't think of it now. When somebody say, "Yo, you look good today,"
Oh yeah.
you gotta say it back. What is that
Back.
word?
It's a it's something compliment. I know what you
It's
mean.
yeah, but
Yeah.
whatever that is, but whatever. So I gotta commend you as well, right? Um, another like one main reason, and
I appreciate y'all for viewing.
this is why literally anybody I talk to knows of you. Everybody knows of you that I talk to, whether I'm doing business, whether I'm talking about this, then the third. If it pertains to business, making money, or being on your own, being an entrepreneur, I'll always mention you for a reason. Because of the fact that I don't think without you, I would be the person I am now. You see what I'm saying? Like you took me along with you on a journey that I needed, that I
Mm.
very, very needed. And one thing I can say about you throughout everything is that you also never gave up. You always had an idea. You feel me? Like a lot of people, when something shuts down or anything, they just go blank. You feel me? And I've been in that. You feel me? Like that was me. Like just go blank, don't know what to do. But you always had a plan. Like you always knew that you today could be better. And you always knew that. And some people accept like I'm just doing my best, but you always knew that I'm not doing my best. I could do more. And you always kept on pushing and pushing and pushing and striving. So like that literally gave me a certain motivation to even keep on going. You feel me? Like that's why I
Right.
learned to start a
One second,
business,
Andrew.
learn to build a website and everything like that is because I see you do it and you never stop. Always came with ideas and things like that. So I definitely appreciate you for that.
No, and I appreciate you. And that goes to the point to like surrounding yourselves around individuals that you can learn from, but I think also surrounding yourselves around people that challenge you. You know what I mean? Like that's a big thing because I know people that surround themselves around individuals that don't challenge them and they just want to create a facade and seem like they just know what they're doing or they on the top. And I feel as though you can really hurt yourself trying to make sure that your ego is in a position to where, you know, nobody else can contain it. You know what I mean? Like if I step on a basketball court, I'm trying to step on a court with people that are better than me, taller people than me, people that have more skill than me because they're gonna push me. I don't want to play with no kids. You feel me? And it's the same thing when it's an entrepreneur. Like I don't want to be friends with anybody that isn't trying to go to a certain destination. You know what I mean? And I think that is one of the biggest things. They're reflecting their insecurities and failures on us, all for safety. I agree with that, Andrew.
Yo, Andrew, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, that is so 100, my guy. Like that is
That's a
very, very
hundred.
100 because that's exactly what it is. Yo, you could be so confident and you have so much good energy, but people be so envious and they like, damn, like why is he so happy? Why is he this, that, and the third? He shouldn't do this. And then they sit there and put their negative energy on you, and the average person they let that consume them. But you gotta realize you gotta separate yourself from that. That's their insecurity that they trying to put on you because they're insecure. It's 100, Andrew. That's 100, man.
Yeah, and that's a fact. And I think that's where, you know, people grow. Now, speaking of that, when it comes to Thursdays and us doing these type of sessions where we are talking and we are, you know, bringing up topics, um, I think that it's important that we also make sure that we are giving not just game, but also giving viewers the value, right? And what you saw a monster come out the closet?
Nah, it just sounded like it was raining for a second. I was about to say,
Uh,
no.
but you know, where we want to make sure that we're giving people the value, right? So one thing I want to say is, what do you feel like somebody just starting to just think about being an entrepreneur? Because let's be real,
Mm-hmm,
it was a time you was working at the store.
mm-hmm.
I'll never forget this. And this is when I realized what, you know, when they be like, "Have you ever seen a dead body?"
Yeah.
It's sort of kind of like, have you ever seen an entrepreneur's dead spirit? Do you remember the time we were in the back at the store and you were working at the store, but
Which
you
one?
quit your job?
We had multiple. Which one?
Frankfurt.
Okay, the last one. All right.
Yeah. And you were sitting in the back of the store, you quit your job. He quit his job. Quit his job. And then when he quit his job, they ended up calling you to offer you the job again. And you were doing Uber, I think, and Lyft at the time or something like that. You were doing something to make money. But it
Yeah.
was like you got tired of doing it. And the whole time we like, yeah, you know what I mean? You gonna move to the next level, you got this, blah blah. But that 1 second they offered that job to you, when you asked me, it was like, yo, when you told me, it was like, yeah, I don't know, you know what I mean? You started to think about it. And in my head at that point in time, I always thought like, have you ever seen a dead body? Because they never the offer was there, but you didn't go back because you not because you didn't want to, but because you couldn't. But it's weird because if you could have, you would have. But if you would have, then you probably wouldn't be in the position you're in now. It's
That
really
that is
crazy.
100 because I definitely remember that time frame to where like we was talking and we was sitting there. I was like,
Facts,
yo, bro,
Andrew.
if they hit me, I'm thinking about it, but I don't know. But then I think I should. I think I might just so I can try to use it. That's another. I'm so glad you said that. Yo, that's another thing as well because I'm pretty sure you know this. That was once again me. Like, that's how you could tell I was like lost because I feel like people do this as well. To where like they try to make excuses to go back to something
That makes them comfortable.
and and thinking that he's gonna go forward, so they tell another person that. So it was like excuses that I was using, like, yo, if I go back to this joint, I can use them. They try to play me. Yo, I'm about to take their
Yep,
money
yep,
now. I'm about to this and the
yep.
third. You feel me? And I feel like just average in general, people try to use excuses to do something that to do something that they really possibly might want to do at that time because they're so lost or scared or have fear of going to the next level. So they know they gotta go back, but they don't want the world or their friends or people around them to know that they're going backwards. So they use excuses to be like,
Mm.
hey, the only reason I'm going here is because I need to jump 3 steps forward. In reality, you're going there because you don't know how to get to the next step.
So you need an aid.
Yep.
So
1 second. I gotta put this charger in real quick. One
I
second.
got you. So when it comes to that, guys, and it comes to that point, and to everybody viewing, I want to say like there's been plenty of times, even if you're reselling a product or you're flipping phones or you don't even know what you want to do. It's gonna be times when you're like, yo, listen, I don't have what it takes, or no product is selling, or I'm not getting any phones, and you're going to want to go back to what makes you comfortable. And when you decide to go back to what makes you comfortable, you're doing nothing but hurt yourself. And Lamar being on here, it really shows you guys a lot, because now he's making money literally just from being in movies. You know what I mean? And TV shows. But he got offered from a job he used to be at to come back. And he would have took that because he didn't value himself enough to be uncomfortable, but instead it's easy to get a job. It's easy to just go back and get a job that makes you uncomfortable or takes all of your day, because it was a night job. So he couldn't really do much during the day because he would be tired. So it's all about understanding the sacrifices you're willing to make. You know what I mean? And that's a lot of what we're going to be talking about, because the sacrifice is what separates successful people from failures. I mean, you're going to be a failure if you're not willing to sacrifice something. So what's the biggest thing that you lost being an entrepreneur?
Um, on my road to being an entrepreneur or business wise as an entrepreneur?
On your road to being an
Define that.
entrepreneur.
But you see that gets personal then.
Very much so.
That gets very personal. The hardest thing that I feel like an entrepreneur have to deal with, um, is
Or you had to
losing
deal with.
someone. Yeah, me. But entrepreneur in general. But I'm this entrepreneur in this example. Is losing someone on the journey. Um,
Mm.
like for instance, because just in general, like a lot of people want to start businesses or want to do things because they want to help their family. They want to see
Mm.
their mom not struggle no more. Want to see their siblings not struggle no more. Want to see people actually can enjoy the life that they have instead of trying to survive and try to fight just to live day by day. So when you have that thought process and you have that motivation and energy, and you're going through the process of trying to build that quote unquote, plateau or metropolis so that your family can do that, and then you start losing the people along the way that you're doing this for, you start to lose motivation. You start to become lost because of the fact that then you start thinking like, damn, like, am I really supposed to be doing this? Like, am I really going the right path? Because if I'm going this path and I'm losing people, do I really want to get to the end? And now
Mm.
I'm happy, but I still don't got the people who I did it for to experience or see my result of, my grind. So like that's like the hardest thing of overcoming that. So that was like the hardest thing.
And I completely agree with that. I think that I have something similar. Like, that is, I think, one of the hardest things that you sacrifice with being an entrepreneur. Is sometimes, like, my answer honestly would be similar, is time. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing I've lost. Is just time. Because, like, wow, and I was just talking to my mom. Here's the website right here, bro. What kind of website? Are you talking about Hustler's Mindset? It's I am Hustler's Mindset.com. It's with the S. Um, But we've lost so many memories, opportunities, everything just by being an entrepreneur. Because I was just talking to my mom, and she was asking me, did I do something with my kids? And I didn't. And I wasn't able to because every single day you wake up as an entrepreneur with that goal to provide for your family, you sort of kind of wake up in survival mode, sort of kind of. And no matter how much money you make or much money you have, like I said in the beginning, it's never enough. So like you still, if you have right now, if you had $100,000 and you were able to take care of people in your family, then you would have to spend $200,000 at this point to now have your business, but also to keep that way of living for them.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like you add more of that pressure on you, and you continue to work that and work that and work that, and it becomes hell. It
Nah, that's
becomes
facts.
death because you're hurting yourself, stressing because you're trying to put generations on your back. And I think that's
Mm-hmm.
something like as entrepreneurs that we take for granted because it looks cute. You know, a lot of people think, okay, yeah, like I'm an entrepreneur, I could put in my bio, or I could put my businesses in my bio or whatever. But it's like, uh, waking up not having a job that's going to guarantee you some chicken and some bread or some hours. That's a scary thing to do, and especially if you got kids or you got responsibilities and you know for a fact you go a whole 3 weeks without making bread, you know what I mean? Somebody gonna suffer. You feel me? And as an entrepreneur, like you said, losing people on a journey is one of the worst, and also losing time.
Now, yeah,
And
time plays a I didn't mean to cut you off. I
no,
need to
go
touch on
ahead.
that real quick. No, that's very very crucial. Time, right? Because y- I don't want to say you lose a part of yourself,
Mm,
but you lose the time to continue to take care of yourself the right way personally as an
yeah,
entrepreneur. Like whether you used to eat 3 days a week, go to the gym, do certain things that keep you personal, like happy, like certain stuff like that. You start to get, tunnel vision into the entrepreneur business that you lose sleep, you're
yes,
more
sir.
tired sometimes, you're not hungry, you're not eating maybe once a day, if that. Then you're sitting there, not taking time for yourself to do certain sports or activities that you used to do that made you happy. So then you start doing that. So now you're just stuck in a field to where you're just not whole, So that you definitely, and time is like the main factor for that. So that's definitely important.
Time is like the main thing. We got like 10 more minutes. Um, and I do want to say like you said the biggest thing that you lost, and I think a lot of people can relate to that. And I also want to say like a lot of people can relate to it whether they're watching now or later. But the people that are young or people that have not yet embarked on this journey, not everybody's willing to lose all of that. You know what I mean? Not everybody's willing to lose that, and I think that's important. Um, you lose time with your kids. You lose time with parents. Like I have no connection with my parent because my parent doesn't support my business, and if my business isn't supported, then my family isn't supported. So I have to choose, right? I can't be around somebody that doesn't believe in an entrepreneur and wants me to get a desk job. I can't talk to you that much because you killing my vibe, as Kendrick would say, or because you're speaking things negatively on every move I make. You know what I mean? So like, as we dwindle down in this entrepreneur journey, um, what is the biggest thing you feel like you've gained?
Um, Confidence.
Hmm.
It's the biggest thing I gained. Because without confidence, I wouldn't be here where I am right now. I wouldn't be sitting here, behind the camera, comfortable enough to, talk. Have you ask me certain questions that could be hard for the average person. You feel me? Being able to continue to get up, not stop, continue to go on, like having confidence in yourself. Like every time you get knocked down, you build more confidence when you go back up. Then you get knocked down again, and you still continue to build more confidence. Then the confidence definitely plays a factor.
And that's a fact, and that's a fact, and I agree with that. You have any questions?
No, yes, I do want to say this. How should I say this? All right, so what made you? I just want to hear your answer for this. What made you want to join? I want to start a business. What was the reasons why you wanted to start a business? Guys, want to see what answer you give me because I know there's a certain answer that a lot of people give me, and I'm not rocking with it, which is why sometimes I know that they're going to fail sometimes because of a certain thing that they're looking for. So that answered that question, and then after that, the follow up is: are you happy with the outcome in general of you going out there where you at right now? You decide to leave 9 to 5. You're doing your business thing. You're teaching people. You're educating people. Helping people get out of certain situations that you feel me that they can get out of. So like, are you happy with the outcome of everything? I mean, ups, your downs, are you happy? So yeah, first one first.
Right. So, what made me start a business? Um,
If you could say two things that made you want to start a business, what are the two
two
things?
things. So
Yes.
what made me start a business, honestly, is number one. The first thing I would say is I didn't have a choice. Um, and I'll go in depth in that in just a second. But the first thing would definitely be I didn't have a choice but to start a business.
Okay.
Yeah, Andrew. Well, see, my mom is still alive. It's just she doesn't support. You know what I mean? So we don't talk that often. But so I would definitely say, and I'm sorry for your loss, Andrew. I
Sorry as well.
definitely would say
Condolences.
like the fact that I didn't have a choice, and then second, um, because I had to be in survival mode all my life. So those would be my two answers. Me not having a choice is because having a job is something I would love to do in this day, like right now. I would love to have a job. The problem with me getting a job is they wouldn't pay me what I'm worth. So if I'm not gonna, that's like me literally seeing a girl, right?
Hmm.
And me wanting to be with her, but also understanding she's not going to provide me with what my worth is. So I
Right.
want a job, but a job isn't going to respect me how I feel like I should be respected. They're not going to pay me how I feel like I should be paid. And they're not going to give me the position that I feel like I should have. And then to answer the second one, when I said survival, is when I was 18 years old, I was told I would never graduate high school. I'll never forget that. I was a badass kid. In my room, my mom and me arguing. She says, I don't believe you ever gonna graduate. I didn't walk in my graduation. I was always kicked out 24/7, so I didn't have enough days to be able to walk. So sometimes I wouldn't go to school. Sometimes I wouldn't go to school. Um, and my mom and somebody told me I wouldn't be a graduate. Now that put me in survival mode to where it's like, all right, now if I take a job, what did they take it from me? Like, what happens if I get a job and they fire me? They take my income. This how I feed my kid. This how I pay my bills.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody in survival mode can't put everything in someone's hands. So that's why I started a business, because it's the only thing that I can control. And I think the answer you're saying a lot of people give you is they don't see themselves working for somebody.
Nope. Nope.
What
The
is it?
answer that some people give me is because I want to make a lot of money. So a lot of people say, "Yo, I want to lay," and some people say that like they'll correspond with that. It will correlate to where
Yep, Andrew.
I just want to be by myself. I want to work by myself. I feel like I could do this, that, and the third. But then they say, "Yeah, I just want to make a lot of money. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be this, that, and the third. I want to have the money and the riches to do this, that, and the third." And it's just like, bro, okay, whatever you say, you know.
And the thing about that is, like, you can have all the money in the world and still be broke.
Exactly.
Because you can have all the money in the world and not know how to spend it, or all the money in the world and not have anybody to spend it with. Money isn't important. It's really honestly what you do with it. And people that want a lot of money never get it. Because, like, even though rappers, they like, yeah, I was rapping about having $1 million on a block back then and now I got it. It's like, how many of them really thought that that was going to happen when they first spit the first rhyme? Not a lot of them. Because money never really is the goal, honestly. Honestly, the real goal is being successful enough so that you're noticed. So you live forever, because once you live forever, your money does too. Because in order for you to have a big bank account, your bank has to have your name on it. If it don't have your name on it, it ain't your bank. It ain't your bank account. If it don't have your business name on it, it ain't your business. So, like, the reason why we want to be successful is because we want to live forever. We want people to see us. And I feel like, going back to the birthday post, if I go on Instagram and I'm like, yeah, another year. Thank you, everybody. You know what I mean? If I go and do that, I'm forcing myself to be noticed.
Yep. That's why I
You
didn't
feel
do it.
me? So, like, that would really be the answer for that.
Got you. Got you. You feel me?
What's up? What's up? You late, but you here, man. That's all that
My
matters. I
answer.
appreciate you.
My answer, real quick, is
Yeah,
just
what's
very
your
quick
answer?
two thing. Ain't nothing crazy. You feel me? I wanted to start a business. Number one, and this is what people don't realize, and they seem to forget once they start a business and get money, is because, like you said, you can make a lot of money in the
Yes,
world,
Andrew.
but at the end of the day, you still can lose all your time. There's no point in making all this money in the world if you can't really enjoy it. So one of the reasons why I want to start a business is because of freedom. I wanted freedom. I wanted to be able, like, it started with me, even with my siblings, the parents and stuff like that. I didn't say, yo, I want to start a business, yo, so I can just buy y'all everything. No, I want to have a business so that we can actually spend time together. I have the freedom to be able to come see you when I need to. I don't have a 9 to 5 stopping me, this, that, and the third. I can actually do this. So I need freedom. And then the other one, I guess it can correlate with you because it's like passion. It's survival mode. Like, I feel like I had to. Like, I always felt like I was born to be just different, better than just the average standard. And a 9 to 5 is just not cutting it at all. Like, I was born to be better than that.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's no shade to 9 to 5, but just me in general, my purpose is not to be working for somebody. My purpose is to own something and then give back to the people and help them. Like, that's just my purpose.
Nah. And I completely agree with that. I do. I agree with that. And I think that's how it has to be. And people, and I'll end it with this. You know that you have a different mind. Because I don't think anybody's born to be special. I don't. I think people choose to be. But I also think if you have a mind that when you walk into a building, you don't think about the performance that may be going on in the concert, or the food at the restaurant, how good it tastes. Instead, you think of how much it costs them. You go into an establishment, you looking like, dang, how much the rent here? I wondered how much they invested in the lights or how did they get started with this. You start to like look at things in a different way, and that's how I knew that I was going to choose to be special. Because when I was in high school and I was in Spanish class, I started to realize like, yo, I don't give a hell to learn Spanish. I'm going to a library and I'm going to print out and map out how I'm gonna make the first electric vehicle at the time. Or I'm gonna make a plan on how I'm gonna start a basketball team. Like that's how I started because my mind became different. Like I would walk into a basketball arena and I wouldn't think about who's playing. I would think about, so if they're paying this person $12 million a year, how much is this arena getting monthly? Like thinking of a whole bunch of back end things, um, because that's how bad I wanted to continue to improve myself as I wanted to keep learning. And when you have that mindset, nobody can stop you. You know what I mean? Um, so
Got
yeah,
you. I want to lead this too.
that's
This is
awesome,
my
Andrew.
last thing.
Congratulations.
What happened? I'm gonna be
He
part of
he he
the
uh
happy
he
group.
got 213 to $400.
My
My guy.
guy. Congrats to you, man. Congrats, Andrew. So I want to leave this as the last thing, right? So everybody is born with a unique set of skills. Okay, all skills are not the same. Some are the same. Some is not. Now, no, like no, because this is real. Like this is real, right? This is real, especially when it comes to being an entrepreneur. Like this is very real, and this is something that I had to like literally learn or relearn and relearn and stuff like that, right? Which has actually helped me get on and do these podcasts every Thursday, is because I literally had to watch something that clicked on me, that put me in like a really position to really think about certain stuff. So like you're born with a certain set of skills, right? But the average person only used 40% of the skills that they was born with, right? So it's like how you gonna sit there and play an example with me and you, right? Like I told you I want to do acting, I want to do this, that, and third, but then I started doing businesses. Then I did the woman waist training business. I was doing so many different businesses, but it's like I was born with, like you said, I got all the knowledge and answers to help people get into entertainment and stuff like that. But instead of really, just digging in myself and realize I have the answers, I am the solution to the problems that I'm asking to fix. I had to realize that, yo, I'm only given 40% of the skill that I have right now. So how can I sit there and be mad or ask for another skill set when I can't even master the skill set I have right now? So that goes for everybody, even when you're an entrepreneur, whatever you do, yo, make sure you use 100% of whatever knowledge, skills that you have, and then more will come. But you need to be grateful for what you have right now, yo, and use them skills. Don't sit there and try to take somebody else's skills because they was born with that, or maybe they learned it during their journey. But yo, just focus on your skills and you're gonna be good, yo. Just keep on honing that, protecting it, and you're good.
Yes, Andrew said everyone has a gift in this arena. I can talk to anyone, and that's a fact. And I agree with that. Don't do too much. You know, a lot of people try to just do too much again, and that's just looking at the next man instead of focusing on yourself. You know what I
Facts.
mean? And that's so true. But guys, we're gonna wrap it up. It's 10 p.m. now. We're gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everybody, all 45 of the people that have watched, all 7 of you watching currently. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. And I'm gonna let Mar say his piece. But again, we'll be doing this every single Thursday. And also throughout the week, we'll be having different things going on too. Definitely follow Mar in his journey because we will be talking about a lot of different things. He's going to be talking about. I'm gonna let him talk about. What he's gonna be talking about. I ain't gonna. We gonna be talking about on my end, of course, phone flipping, of course, product reselling. I'm gonna be doing the same thing we've been doing, the offers and everything. We're still gonna be doing all of that, but we're also going to be bringing in different perspectives. And we're going to be interviewing different people. You're going to hear us interview so many different people and ask the questions nobody asks. Like I don't want no regular crap. I'm trying to ask people questions that make them uncomfortable. You feel me?
Facts, facts,
Because there's no
facts.
point in being comfortable here. And this is the Hustler Mindset podcast. But go ahead, bro.
Yes, sir, man. I just want to say, um, you know, once again, I appreciate everybody who was viewing. who was watching, who was taking this knowledge in. What I'm going to be talking about once again, my business is called Dream Big Entertainment Service. So I'm going to bring a different perspective when it comes to businesses, because Brandon, he already does his business, and there's different steps that he took to get to where he at. There's certain steps
Yes,
I
sir,
took to
Andrew.
get to where I at, but there's also we took similar steps to still get to the end road of where we at. So I'm here just to make sure I'm giving y'all different steps on it, giving y'all my personal life experience on how I overcame certain obstacles that the average person probably can't overcome, how I did it, how I surrounded myself with the environment, certain things I did to help release that and get over certain grief or just problems in general. Definitely, once again, Sunday, 4 p.m. Check out the video. It's not just acting; it's an entertainment service. Whether it's acting, modeling, fashion design, clothing design, directing, writing, anything involved in it. If you have like a brain and you're like, you know what, I thought about writing a little script, writing a little comic series, whatever it is, I know how to get y'all started. I know exactly the avenue to point y'all to. I know the ups and downs that people is not going to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, this is a cheat code that I'm giving y'all.
Yes, where can they find it at? I was waiting for you to plug it in.
Oh no, like I said, that's on my YouTube. So episode 4. So Sunday the 4th. Wait, no, not
What's your
Sunday the 4th.
YouTube?
Sunday at 4 p.m. YouTube once again is Dream Big Entertainment. My Instagram is Dream Big Entertainment Service.
All
Um,
right, so let's hold on before we dip out. What I'm gonna do is I will pull that up real quick so that they can see it because that's a long name. Hold on. So Dream
Big
Big
Entertainment Service.
Dream Big.
Also, another thing that I'm going to tell you right now that is about to be in the works is that not only have I been in, multiple movies, I'm shooting a movie right now currently every week. I'm about to shoot an online series as well within like a month or two on Amazon Prime. So I'm doing some things, but not only that, but because of the skills and knowledge that I do have, I am about to direct, produce my own series. So definitely stay tuned for that. Once again, follow my YouTube so you're gonna be up to date with the name and
Is
how it's gonna
Dream
be.
Big Entertainment?
Dream Big Entertainment Service.
Is it separate
IG.
words?
Oh, you talking about? Wait, you on YouTube? Oh, I thought you was on Instagram. Oh no, it's just Dream Big Entertainment.
It's like 18 different pages called that.
All right, well, it's
Is there a way you can
hold on, let me see.
So next time we'll take the link
Yeah.
because I just want people to be able to find it. So what I'll do, y'all, is I'll put the link below so that everybody can access it and see it. I'll put the link below in the live stream, guys. Um, yeah, because Andrew's asking where he found the link at. So what you
Nah,
could
yeah,
do,
I see it
Mar,
so fast.
is I text you the link to the YouTube video.
Okay,
Put the link
and
in
just
the YouTube
comment on
video
it.
chat.
I got you.
Like now.
Oh,
You can
you
do it
you,
now,
you
yeah.
said you text me the link.
No, don't text it. I sent you a link. Yeah, I text you the link, yeah. I text you the link. I'm trying to get y'all the link right now, y'all. Before we leave. Let's support Lamar, you feel me? It's the last link I sent you, bro.
8:33.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
And just put the link below. If y'all haven't though, you know what I mean? If y'all have not, okay? If y'all haven't, just saying, looked at my channel. You know what I mean? My vlogging channel now. I need y'all to look at my vlogging channel now. Okay, guys? Like I have a vlogging channel. If you guys didn't know. You know what I mean? That was on my birthday to-do list. It's Educated Hustler Vlogs. Definitely check that out, y'all. I'm starting that. I'm going to be consistent on there as well, just showing you guys the ins and out of my regular life and what I got going. You see it, Mar? I hope you see it. You should see it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, JD. I appreciate you. I appreciate the subscribe. I don't know where Mar is. I don't know where he is. Hope he's putting a link in the chat. I think he's putting a link in the chat for you guys. He's probably trying to figure out how to get the link on YouTube, I guess. But nevertheless,
All right.
is he coming back? Okay. You know how to do it, bro?
Nah. So listen. So the only reason why I had to hang up is because I went on YouTube. So when YouTube and you start talking, the audio mess up. So I had to restart it again. But nah, I put it in the thing though. I put it in the chat thing.
You put it in the chat?
Yeah, I put it in there. Because as I put it in there, I seen that you had a new subscriber.
Text it to me.
Yeah.
Just text me the link.
I got you.
Do y'all see a link in the chat? Or am I tripping? Am I tripping, y'all?
I know I sent that joint in there. I'm checking my other phone.
It's alright. He knew to all of this, y'all. Don't judge him. Don't judge him, y'all. I got y'all. It's right here. Alright, y'all. I'm putting it in right now. Alright, so I just put the link in, guys. It is Dream Big Entertainment. I'm about to subscribe my own self. And let's just, let's support each other. If you guys want to come on, guys, I am going to be having you guys come on as well. So I want to hear from you guys. Andrew, JD, I want to hear from all. Thank you, my guy. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I want to have all of you guys come on and talk. I'm sorry.
Oh, my fault. No, I was just quote unquote. Thank you. You're far too kind. Can I get an encore?
But yeah, so I'm gonna be trying to get y'all on here too. You know what I mean? So y'all can ask questions, show me whatever y'all got going. Andrew, prime example, you just flipped two 13s, I believe, for 400. That's tough. Congrats. You got them for 400. You know what I mean? Hop on stream, tell us how you did it. You don't got to get on the camera, guys. I'm not requiring people to show their faces. You could just, you know what I mean, be a black screen and, let us know how you did it. But I want to interact with you guys even more than we already are doing, and I appreciate all of you. And I just cannot wait to continue to succeed with you guys. And without further ado, y'all, this is going to be happening every Thursday, and we got more coming as well. So definitely like this video if you like it, so we can know. And I will catch you guys in the next video.
Peace. Yes, sir. See y'all.